This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
Right now, Alton police are investigating the death of a beloved community member as a memorial grows inside the department store where he worked for years. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson. Ann Allred has the night off.
And I'm Mike Bush. 5 on your side's Holden Kerwicki is live at the Alton Square Mall with new reaction and details from investigators. Holden.
Well, Mike, Kelly, multiple agencies are still trying to piece together exactly what happened early Friday morning that left 68-year-old Roe Watts dead after what investigators are calling a domestic-related incident. Alton police say they were called to Watts' home along West 19th Street Friday around 3 a.m. When they arrived, they found two men in the front yard. Watts was not breathing and later died at the hospital. The 68-year-old was well known in the community after working at JCPenney for years, where customers, coworkers, and even police said he was known for his impeccable style. Watts was also active in the local LGBTQ community. We just received a statement from Ann McCoy, the vice president of Alton Pride Incorporated. It says the shock of this loss will stay with us for a very long time. We won't be the same. Roe was a legend. He will always be remembered for his loving soul, his very classy way of dressing and presenting himself, his friendly kisses on the cheek for all his friends, and of course his clapping and dancing to the music. There were counselors available at JCPenney today where people have been honoring Watts' memory. At this time, police say that there is no ongoing threat to the community as they continue their investigation. Reporting live in Alton, Illinois, Holden Kerwicki, 5 on your side.
A 19-year-old was sentenced today for a drunk driving crash in Lincoln County that killed 3 people in February of last year. The sentence on the 5 charges Haley Zink was facing, including 3 counts of involuntary manslaughter, added up to 38 years. Instead, the judge decided to give her 120 days. Police say the car Zink was driving was going too fast and went airborne, crashing into a tree on South Chantilly Road.
Tonight, a South St. Louis family has a warning for parents after a stranger tried to take their 3-year-old child. Here's surveillance video of the suspect approaching the home on Saturday night. This is just before 7 on Iron Street in the Carondelet neighborhood. The victim's grandma says her grandchildren were playing in the backyard when a man walked up. She said her daughter was inside when she noticed through Ring door video that the suspect was trying to grab her 3-year-old son and take him away from the home. That's when Mom ran outside and told him to leave.
Every minute, every second, every hour, you got to watch these kids. They can't even come outside and play rope no more. They can't do none of that.
They called police and the suspect was found a few blocks away from the home with a steel wine opener in his possession. He has been identified as 40-year-old Otis Woodard, and he is being held without bond.
Tonight, our I-Team continues its investigation into the problem of car thefts across our region. Senior investigative reporter Paula Vazan takes a closer look, revealing how local law enforcement is leveraging technology from the skies to combat this epidemic on our streets.
Car thefts have been a persistent issue in St. Louis. Tyrone Hayes, a grandfather from North St. Louis, shared his harrowing experience with the I-Team last year. A thief stole his car right in front of him, nearly driving off with his granddaughter inside.
I'm holding on to the seat like this.
To combat this, law enforcement has turned to the skies. St. Louis County Police Officer Matt Callahan explains how helicopters play a crucial role.
We're always up, watching and available to assist any way possible.
Last year, these helicopters helped recover about 130 stolen vehicles, valued at over $3 million. But it's not just a dollar number they're chasing. It's about getting people stealing cars to slow down.
Callahan describes the high-speed chases he witnesses, with some drivers fleeing police at up to 170 miles an hour. The people behind these thefts, as young as 12.
It was surprising how young that some of these suspects are these days.
These dangerous police pursuits put other drivers at risk. That's when he steps in.
It allows the officers on the ground to disengage or to fall back, turn off their lights, at which time, a lot of times, those occupants of the stolen vehicle will then slow down.
While overhead, pilots coordinate with officers on the street.
So we're kind of quarterbacking the maneuvers of the officers on the ground so they can do it safely.
These helicopters contributed to about 530 arrests last year alone. Callahan emphasizes that drivers also play a crucial role.
Winter months, people leaving their keys in the car, warming them up, or leaving their cars running at gas stations. It seems like it's almost a crime of opportunity.
Overall, auto thefts are down in St. Louis. Callahan believes the use of helicopters are one promising tool in the fight to keep communities safe. For the I-Team, Paula Vassan, 5 on your side.
If you have a tip for Paula and the 5 on your side I-Team, you can leave a voice message at 314-444-5231 or email Paula. It's tips@ksdk.com. All calls and correspondence will be kept confidential.
Leaders in St. Clair County plan to purchase an historic mansion in Belleville and turn it into a new community park. 5 on your side's Megan Kernan joins us live with how they're looking to the community to help with plans. Megan.
Well, Mike, if you were looking to use some of that TV money to buy a new mansion, you can check off Chanot Mansion in Belleville off of your list because it just sold and it's going to be turned into a new walking trail and park.
It's kind of amazing that in almost 170 years, this property has only had about 5 owners.
This historic mansion was built in 1857 for wealthy farmer and prominent Belleville resident Augustus Chanot. Nearly 5 acres of land sits at the front entrance of the Chanot Place neighborhood, which was named after Augustus. The St. Clair County Historical Society designated the mansion as a landmark in 1963.
This was the only house around here, and it was sort of the edge of town. It's not just the house, it's the surrounding grounds. That it's sort of a snapshot of what it would have looked like in the 19th century.
It recently went up for sale after the last family owned it for 78 years. Now, St. Clair Township plans to turn the land into a walking trail after they purchase it later this month. But Shelley Corvus, the township supervisor, says that's not all they plan to do.
Depending on community feedback, decide what other things they'd like to see here, but I like the idea of keeping it very green and just kind of a natural extension of Chanot Place subdivision.
Jill and Vladimir Halupa are longtime residents of Chanot Place. They're looking forward to using the new park.
We're going to turn it into something very useful, and keep it a green space. We need more green spaces around town.
Resident Cheryl Tenyus had concerns about how it would be developed.
We were very worried that with it being multifamily or zone commercial, that the house would be torn down and they build some hideous strip mall or worse.
We're very excited about it. The parks are probably one of my favorite parts of my job, so we're excited to get in here and get to work.
The walking trail is expected to be done by next summer, and St. Clair Township plans to get that input from community members about what else should go here starting in the fall. Live in Belleville, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
St. Louis's newest celebrity is blooming when you can see Millie, the corpse flower, for free.
Plus, a school custodian making a difference. How he's inspiring and helping kids go to college.
And today, below average in the 70s, 79, the high 77 right now. We're in the 50s tonight. Really nice. We'll talk about that heat and how long it lasts coming up.